What's going on, my wonderful people out there? What is going on? For those that don't know me, I am Jaren M. LeGrier, voice teacher and professor, and I am excited to talk about this show. Oh my gosh, this was just such a wonderful, fun show to watch, you know? So I want to talk a little bit about the vocals that were happening on the show, okay? Now let me say this, I am not a Spanish speaker. I do not speak Spanish. Whew. So I'm going to talk about the vocal inflection, the sounds, the textures that are happening in the performance here, okay? And so because it's such a long performance, I'm going to just choose a few highlights to talk about. So kind of some cool vocal moments that I picked up on during the halftime show performance and talk about those, okay? So it's not going to be the entire show. It's just going to be certain moments from the show, okay? And I want to talk about this because voice use is universal. Sound is universal. Voice goes way past singing. It goes to rapping, speaking, teaching. You know, anybody who uses their voice as a part of their profession or vocation, their creativity or whatever the case may be, that is voice use. So it goes way past singing. So I just want to talk about how he's using his voice in terms of like the rapping and the singing and everything that happened in the performance, okay? So y'all, let's get into it, y'all. Let's do it.
Hey, Tití me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Hey, muchas novias. Hoy tengo una, mañana otra. Pero no hay boda. Tití me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Hey.
Da da da. There's breathiness in this sound. There's a little breathiness, and the pitch is kind of low. Da 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 da. It's like low and sly a little bit. You know, it's kind of like chill right now.
Muchas novias, hoy tengo a una, mañana otra. Ey, me la voy a llevar a todas pa' un VIP, ey. Saludan a Titi, vamos a tirar un selfie.
Now you see shortly after he did a little slide. Da 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 da. So his pitch went up slowly in those phrases right there. And then when he got bigger, the sound got brighter and he had a little bit of grit. You can kind of hear it on some of the parts, some of the phrases, some of the syllables here. Da 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 da. You see what I'm saying? And I may be doing it even too much right now, but there's a little bit of growl in his sound as he kind of builds up the voice and gets bigger and thicker. So the sound got a little more chestier, thicker vocal fold closure, as before it was breathy and lighter. So where air was passing through the glottis or where the vocal folds meet, da 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 da. You see what I'm saying? So the vocal texture changed while he increased the sound in the climax, if you will, of the song here. Little vocal slides at the end of those phrases too.
La Patricia, la Nicole, la Sofía, mi primera novia en Kinder María y mi primer amor se llama Batalía. Tengo una colombiana que me escribe todos los días y una mexicana que ni yo sabía. Intentional pitch right here. Otra en San Antonio que me quiere todavía y las de PR que toditas son mías. Una dominicana que juega bombón, ey, uva bombón.
I love that. I love how he pitched that right there. I love that. Oh, that was so cool to me.
La de Barcelona que viene en avión y dice que me hizo de correr ya lo que bueno.
It's a little whine, like a little whine. You see some more vocal texture differences. That was like a little sob there. And then he came right out of it at the end of that phrase right there.
Quisiera mudarme con todas por una mansión. El día que me case te envío la invitación, muchacho, deja eso. Antes tú me
Party. So there's an upward scoop on the first party, it sounds like, and then a downward scoop. Party. It is potty, not party. Party. So the R is really less in energy.
Ella sabe que aquí hay tica, quiere que yo se la aplique. que pagas a la tráfica. Ey.
He's using a lot of slides in his vocal delivery too. Even though the pitch may be changing in the vocal delivery in terms of where he's placing the melody line, if you will, there's still a lot more slides in this one than the song before. They're very slight, quick slides, but they're definitely present.
Voy a llevarte pa' perra, mami, pa' que veas cómo es que se perrea.
So when he gets to that second part of the phrase right there, or the line, he gets more breathy. With a little bit more vocal slides in there too.
Trae a tu amiga si te gusta la idea. Dile que esta noche vamos a janguear. Ey, qué rico lo vamos a pasar.
A little vibrato there on that last phrase right there. Right there. A little bit of vibrato. And more breathiness kind of intermittent throughout the phrasing as well.
Aquí nadie se va a casar, pero tú te vas a querer quedar. Ey,
So it's almost like he uses some twang. And then he comes out of it when he went down on that line right there. You kind of hear a little bit more of a brassy, brighter sound. Almost like a sigh. When he came down off of that line right there.
aprovecha que estoy soltero, single.
Lost in the words that we scream.
Ooh, so that was a nice intro. It's using some breathiness and some smooth sounds. Lost in the words that we scream. And at the end of these vocal lines, there's some more slides. Lost in the words that we scream. They're almost like rolling hills. Scream. You know, very intentional vocal slides. Glissandi right here.
I don't even want to do this anymore.
So the R of more was let go. Little glottal onset on the last part. That's a glottal onset right there. With more breathy vocal slides right there. Yeah, so she broke up the word more, took the R off pretty much, and broke up the word with the glottal onset or a glottal stop in between the pitches on the more. Right there.
Cause you already know what you mean to me. And our love's the only war we're fighting for.
Now she's more full. There's more brightness to the sound, more thicker sounds here because she's bigger in sound, more chestier in sound here. So there's a brighter sound as a result of it.
Wherever you go, that's where I'll follow. Nobody's promised tomorrow.
I'll follow tomorrow. So those vowels are brightened up. It's not follow tomorrow. Almost like an AH sound. Follow tomorrow. Okay? So everything is kind of brightened up a little bit in shape here. Like an AH sound.
So I'ma love you every night like it's the last night.
She had a little growler there. You see what I did there? Add a little growl on that I will love you last night. Yeah, all right, Gaga.
Like it's the last night. If the world was ending, I'd wanna be next to you.
You, little yodel flip there, little register flip. You see what I did there? I switched vocal fold mass vibration patterns. I switched vocal fold shape. You, so it's almost like a yodel a little bit. You, and the U is not you, it's you, so it's more of a in there than a U. It's not as round, it's a little bit more of a you, there, with a little vocal throw at the end of you again. You, like a breathy vocal throw again.
If the party was over and our time on earth was through,
Another yodel flip through. how she did that word while. She chunks the L sound while. And that word while was straight in terms of no vibrato. It wasn't just for a while. No, just for a while. There was like a brightness to it. Just for a while. And she really took her time and got through every part of that big old multi-sound word, multi-phonetic word, while, and really took her time there. I like that.
And die with a smile. If the world was ending, I'd wanna be next to you.
Ey, 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 4 de julio fue el de July. Ando con mi prima borracha Rulay. Los míos en el Bronx, ¿sabes la que hay? Con la nota en high, por Washington hay.
Now we need some more vocal slides. You hear some more vocal slides in here a little bit, but you also hear more togetherness in the phrasing. This phrase is a little bit more connected, as somebody say legato, so to speak, in phrasing and connectivity and musicality, okay? So everything's kind of coming together almost like one big line, with no breath in between anything, or like no breaks. Okay, so you hear a lot more of that connectivity in the vocal delivery here.
Willy Colón me dicen el malo. Ey, porque pasan los años y sigo dando palos. Vendiendo discos como cuadro Frida Kahlo. El perigo es blanco. Sí, sí, el tusi racista. No te...
Little glottal onsets right there, little glottal stops. But this whole phrase right here, the music went down. So his voice kind of went down too. So instead of that more brighter sound, he kind of got more of that warmer, breathier sound.
No te confundo, no me arrebito. Ey, un shot de cañita en casa de cañita. Ey, PR se siente cerquita.
Now you hear the breathiness kind of went away. He built his voice back up, and he's now back into more of that thicker, more chestier sound.
Tengo el campeonato, nadie me lo quita.
I love how he kind of uses a little puckering of the lips too. He kind of uses like a pucker in his lips in many ways, kind of like a longer shape sometimes, and a pucker in the lips to really round out the sound. Lips are part of the vocal tract. So if I extend my lips out, I'm extending my vocal tract that way a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Instead of da 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 da. You can see the lips puckering at moments in his vocal delivery.
Puerto Rico. Para siempre en ti.
Quieren quitarme el río y también la playa. Quieren el barrio mío y que abuelita se vaya.
So that Rio Plaza, both of those words were straight. Okay, and there was a little bit of like a pullback dynamically. There was like a pullback in the dynamic level of those two words in those phrases right there.
No, no, suelte la bandera ni olvide el Lelolai.
The sound is more intense, it's bigger. You can see him adding more effort right there in that moment. Body effort, work in the singing, right?
Que no quiero que hagan contigo lo que le pasó a Hawái. No, no, suelte la bandera ni olvide el Lelolai.
And you can see him breathing a little bit. If you watch, you can see his torso. Those breathing muscles are working right here. Singing his work, singing his effort. He's adding a little bit of effort into his delivery right here because the sound is bigger. He's being more passionate about the song and what the song means. You know, and the song is a powerful song. It's a powerful song. And so he's showing that passion in his delivery of the song they're in.
Que no quiero que hagan contigo.
Por la mañana café, por la tarde ron. Ya estamos en la calle, sal de tu balcón.
You see how in that line right there, it almost was like sung and spoken. Da 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 da. So like at the beginning of that phrase right there, it was more sung, but towards the end it got a little bit more like a speech-like quality. You can hear some more vocal slides. Dun, 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 dun.
God bless America, sea Chile, Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay, Bolivia, Perú, Ecuador, Brasil, Colombia, Venezuela, Guyana, Panamá, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Honduras, El Salvador.
So, I love the passion he has right here. He's saying everything with precision and strength. A powerful punch in every country that he's mentioning, in every place that he's mentioning. I love that. Giving space between each country with strength and clarity. I love that. Very passionate, very passionate. This is voice use too. How you speak, the colors you use when you speak, how you use your words, how long you would sing your phrases, things like that. The space you take in between your words. All of that stuff matters because it gives the underlying tone of the message you're trying to deliver. Not just the words, but how you're saying it. You know how some people say, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Right here. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. But in this case, I feel like it's what you say and how you say it right here. But I'm talking about the inflection, the tone, the textures, his vocal use, not just the words, but how he's saying these words and why he's saying the words he's saying in the way that he's saying them in. Okay? That's what I'm saying.
Guatemala, México, Cuba, República Dominicana, Jamaica, Haití, las Antillas, United States, Canadá, a my motherland, mi patria, Puerto Rico. Seguimos aquí. ¡Ahora sí! De cuando te tuve, debí darte más besos y abrazos. Ojalá. Muchas gracias. Debí tirar más
I hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed watching it and breaking it down a little bit with y'all. And as I will forever say to you, be vocally bold, creative, and aware, but most of all, be vocally you. I love you so much. I'll see you later.